Top 31 BL Series 2022 Update. Last year, our channel made a similar video about the best 24 BL series until 2021 according to my drama list ratings. With a lot of releases from last year and some are also being released internationally, this video will be the 2022 update with the addition of new BL series from different countries. In this ranking, movies and special episodes are not included but only the main dramas including the currently airing ones. Which BL series do you think are included on this list? Before that, some of these shows might not be available in your country due to geo-blocked restriction. If that's the case, then you might want to sign up to ExpressVPN so you can unlock these geo-blocked BL dramas. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount plus an additional 3 months free of usage if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. With hundreds of BL series listed on my drama list website, there are only 11 BL series which managed to get the rating of 8.2. First on our list, Love Beneath the Stars. This was actually a follow-up on a Filipino movie called The Boy Foretold by the Stars. I actually managed to watch the film on some sites since it's only available to the Philippines and I must say that it was actually good and interesting. Unfortunately, Love Beneath the Stars was also an exclusive series to the Filipino fans and I'm not sure if we could watch it legally using a VPN. Anyway, Love Beneath the Stars will tell us that love can be exhausting but also worth it. Next, we have Sotus on this list. It's not a surprise anymore that even after almost 6 years from its release, it's still considered as one of the favorites of most fans including me. The trend of engineering love story in BL series started because of this show and it really shaped the industry of BL series. Third, Life, Love on the Line. I can say that this Japanese BL is kind of an underrated BL drama because only a few had watched it but the series was worth watching. It literally tells us that love can be different throughout the years and only a few could endure a lifetime. Life, Love on the Line is truly a hidden gem worth finding. Fourth, To My Star. This Korean BL is one of the best that I have seen and it's good to see it on this list. This might be short but it's miles ahead compared to other Korean BLs that we could find on the internet today. Fifth, Papa and Daddy. BLs and LGBT films and series are now starting to blur the lines and it's pretty hard to distinguish which is which. Papa and Daddy is a kind of series that's more on the mature side rather than the cute shows we saw in a lot of common BL stories. Anyway, this drama is worth watching in 2022 and the years to come. Next, History 2. Crossing the Line. The addition of sports genre into this BL series is kind of refreshing to see when it first aired and that was a welcome inclusion. History series are known for being unique and kind of intriguing dramas and Crossing the Line did not disappoint. 7th, Lovely Writer. This was clearly one of the best Thai BLs that was released last year and it's still worth watching in 2022 if you haven't yet. The issue on actors' privacy has been a thing for more than half of a decade now and it's good to see a BL tackling that kind of topic. Aside from those, I'm also a fan of the main couple's chemistry and I would want to see them again in another show. Number 8, I Promised You the Moon. The sequel to I Told Sunset About You was one of the most anticipated BL series in 2021 and the fans' reaction was kind of mixed. Production-wise, the series deserves every praise because of how good it was produced. The plot might not be for everyone but we can say that it's close to reality. Next is I Didn't Mean to Fall in Love. I actually haven't seen this yet but some reviews are saying that the series was kind of cute, sweet, and innocent. This is actually true to most recent Japanese BLs although this was released almost 3 years ago. This BL can be watched on Viki and Apple TV. Number 10, Kyaku. Another BL series that got an 8.2 rating is Kyaku. As of now, it's still currently airing but I want to see whether this Japanese would go lower or higher after it ends. I also haven't seen this yet since I can't find a legal site to watch it but it might get released once it finished airing. Last, My Beautiful Man. I consider this Japanese BL as one of the best BLs for 2021 although some people have different opinion on it. It's true that this BL has a kind of weird plot but that makes it unique compared to others. The next 9 BL series listed in here are said to be a tad better than the previous titles due to a rating of 8.3 but let's see. First on this list, Manner of Death. To be honest, I would want to see this BL on a much higher rating, but all of us have different preferences, so some might not that satisfied with Manner of Death. Overall, Manner of Death delivered a high quality show when it comes to its unique plot and of course with the acting performances of the characters. Next, we best love Fighting Mr. Second. The first part was actually my favorite one, but Fighting Mr. Second is also a good sequel. The chemistry of the characters is definitely on top and the acting performance of the actors was also superb. Third, Cherry Magic. This Japanese BL deserves a much higher rating if I were to be asked, but some people might prefer a much more serious shows. This romantic comedy series delivered a unique plot that has never seen before and it really paid off. The movie version is set to come out this April. Fourth, Boys Lockdown. According to the website, Boys Lockdown is one of the best Filipino BLs if ratings would be the sole criterion. I actually haven't seen this yet, although it was released way back in 2020. Most reviews said that it was sweet, cute, and unproblematic, so that's why it gained a lot of attention from the fans. Fifth, He's Coming to Me. This is definitely one of my favorite GMMTV BL series due to its unique plot and amazing acting performances. The love story between a living and a ghost might be weird, but it really delivered a good storyline. Next, Hello Stranger. This BL is one of the few Filipino BLs that I have seen and it really left a mark in my heart. The story might not that groundbreaking, but its simplicity was already enough to tell its story. Hello Stranger also had a movie sequel, although I failed to watch it due to geo-blocked restrictions. Number 7. What Did You Eat Yesterday? One of the BLs that got a rating of 8.3 is the Japanese BL, What Did You Eat Yesterday? Although it was released way back in 2019, some regions only got it just a couple of months back for the official international release. This series is more on the true representation of LGBT in Japan rather than the usual cute and sweet shows we had for the last year. Number 8. Until We Meet Again. Another BL from 2019 is having a rating of 8.3 and I can say that it deserves to be on this list. Until We Meet Again is filled with a lot of drama scenes, but it also had some cute scenes for the main and side couple. Last, I Told Sunset About You. This BL had a higher rating way back in 2020 and early 2021, but it went down around the later half of last year. If I were to be asked, this is actually my standard for the BL series due to its better production quality and amazing storyline. Anyway, time has changed and a lot of fans are looking for more light stories to watch. These BLs are said to be some of the best for the past 2 years and I admit that these titles are really worth watching. First, Light on Me. Although this BL dropped its rating for the past couple of months, it's still one of the Korean BLs you can watch right now due to its longer episodes and awesome storyline. It's not that much special, but it will surely give you a warm heart with its scenes. Next, My Love Mix-Up. Another Japanese BL is on our list and this series is one of the most recent releases. My Love Mix-Up is a romantic comedy series and it was one of my favorites for 2021. Since this BL was released on Netflix last month, international fans would be delighted to watch it. Third, We Best Love. Number 1 for you. The thing that I always admire in this series was the chemistry of the characters. Aside from that, the plot was actually good and it's one of my favorite enemies to lovers BL drama. Last, Game Boys, Level Up Edition. Because of the huge success of Game Boys, Netflix brought the series to its catalog with new additional scenes. Although I haven't seen the Level Up Edition, Game Boys is truly one of the masterpieces. These two BL dramas scored even more higher and they are really two of the best BLs that have been created. First, History 3, Trapped. I'm not a fan of action drama series, but Trapped managed to get my attention because of its plot. Enemies to Lovers series have always been my go-to watch shows and Trapped is definitely one of the best of this trope. Last, Like in the Movies. Released way back in 2020, Like in the Movies is still one of the greatest BL series to date. This BL taught me a lot of things, especially on how I view myself as an LGBT. Aside from those, this BL also had some cute scenes of the main couple that made me giggle when I first watched it. With a rating of 8.6, these 4 BL series are said to be the second greatest BLs as of this time, and here they are. First, Word of Honor. This series is actually more of a bromance rather than an actual BL due to the country's censorship. I actually haven't watched this yet, but this series received a lot of good reviews and even said that it's one of the best Chinese dramas. Next, Not Me. This Thai BL is still currently airing, but it already managed to get a high rating on the said website. I haven't caught up with the recent releases lately, although some fans said that Not Me is getting better and better each episode. Third, Bad Buddy. This is truly one of my favorite BL series of all time, and it deserves to be on this list after getting a lot of praises after it ended. The chemistry of Ohm and Nanan is wonderful to watch, and it is one of the key factors why Bad Buddy is a success. Last, A Tale of Thousand Stars. Aside from Bad Buddy, A Tale of Thousand Stars also joined the list of BLs which scored a rating of 8.6. Story-wise, this BL is a unique one, and it's really hard to make a follow-up for this masterpiece. Everything on this BL was so good. The only series which managed to get a rating of 9.1 is no other than The Untamed. Just like Word of Honor, this is more of a bromance than a BL, and it was also because of the same reason. I actually liked this series, although I stopped watching it because of the creepy possessed characters. Even thought it wasn't horror. I can't stop imagining them at night. Anyway, The Untamed is truly a masterpiece. As the years go by, a lot of BL series will join this ranking, and we are hoping to see another set of masterpieces. For now, we can enjoy some of the currently airing BLs as of the moment. Which of these BLs are your favorites? Thank you for watching. That's it, and see you on the next one.